Previously on MasterChef Australia.
There is 60 cloches in this kitchen right now.
The ultimate lucky dip challenge.
You picked lemon. Chocolate.
Hibachi grill!
Saw Linda, Elise and Justin fighting for the final immunity of the season.
I really want that first spot in finals week.
They created some stellar dishes.
I could eat that all day, every day.
Food that means a lot to you and means a lot to us.
But there could only be one winner.
Linda, you're the first contestant into finals week! Yeah!
Tonight, the biggest elimination of the season will send one of our favourite cooks home.
Ready to smash it?
Absolutely.
How many of us are there? There's seven of us, lucky seven. Seven's never been my lucky number one, hun.
Here we go.
Here we go. Have a good day, guys.
Here they are, come on in, let's go. Enjoy yourself, Linda.
Thank you. Good luck, guys.
Well, black apron, and I'm sure you are all feeling the weight of them too. Yeah.
Yes.
And some good news though, if you get through today's elimination, you'll be joining Linda with a secured spot in finals week. How good's that?
Too good.
Pete, how you doing?
I feel pretty pumped today, which is a bit of a worry because usually I want to vomit outside, and today I just feel excited, so that's a different feeling. I want to keep pushing and I want to be in the finale.
Good. Glad to hear it, mate. Tommy.
Hey.
Mate, there's this big breaths going on, you're rocking in your heels, you're dancing from foot to foot. What's happening, man?
I'm feeling good. I FaceTimed the family. Wendy's super excited. Miles said, I love you, Dad, you're the best dad in the whole entire world. He can't really talk, but that's what he said, I think. And, you know, I'm just here to, like, enjoy and destroy today, and that's just what I'm gonna do.
Enjoy and destroy. I love it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right, so today's challenge is fast food, fancy food. It'll take place over 2 rounds, and in round 1, you need to choose a hero ingredient from the pantry that you must use in a fast food dish.
Fast food.
And when we say fast food, we're talking street food, we're talking takeaway, we're talking delicious, messy, crunchy, gooey, guilty pleasure food, yeah?
Yep.
And if you've cooked 3 of the best dishes in round 1, you're safe. But the cooks with the 3 least impressive dishes go into round 2. And if you find yourself there, you need to hero that same ingredient again in a fine dining fancy food dish.
Wow.
Fancy fine dining food is not my vibe. I'm all about family fun, share food, and I really don't want to get myself into round 2 because I'd be super worried.
Okay, so think about an ingredient that is versatile enough to traverse fancy and fast. Choose that ingredient wisely, because this choice could be the difference between staying in the competition or leaving through those doors today. All right, head on into the pantry now.
Come on, guys.
Go, go, go!
Choosing an ingredient today is big. It is probably one of the biggest decisions I have to make in the competition so far. Should I use pork chop? Should I use the beef? Should I go with fish today?
In my head, I'm really wanting to do seafood today. I'm trying to look for the most versatile piece of seafood. I see this beautiful kingfish. I don't know how this first round is going to go, but I know I can kind of hedge my bets with that second round. That's chicken.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Sardines and fast food. It's not an obvious choice. However, for me, sardines are a fast cooking fish and it's a Sicilian style of fast food.
Going into fast food, all I can think about is hot chips. When I get an idea in my head, I struggle to move away from it, and I feel like potatoes could be the dumbest decision, but potatoes are the ingredient that I'm going to go with.
So, here's some rules. For this round, you've got 60 minutes to hero your ingredient in a fast food dish. Pantry and garden, they're totally open. Are you ready?
Yes.
Excellent, because your time starts now.
Let's go, guys!
Yeah, Pete. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it.
Going into this 2-round elimination, my strategy is go really hard, have some fun, and cook food that you love, Tommy, because hopefully that'll get you through.
I'm feeling really good. I've got a really classic street food Vietnamese dish that I've got on mine, and I think it's gonna wow the judges and they're just gonna love it.
Round 1, I've chosen sirloin beef. I'm going to cook a bala lord. Bala lord is beef mince with heaps of aromatics wrapped in a betel leaf, toasted on an hibachi. And you just have it with, pickles, salads, and you dip in nook jam, and you just have the best time eating it.
I saw the fat on it, and I'm like, I could make a really good mince out of that. 20% fat, I reckon, and a little bit of pork just to kind of have a really good texture for it. Some onions, some lemongrass. Bob's your uncle, man.
In terms of fast food and heroing the beef, I'm hitting the brief. It's fast food. You can't eat bala lord like, in a fancy restaurant. No way.
I so badly want to stay out of round 2 because fine dining is not my thing, and I'm really worried about what I can do with the beef in fine dining.
Vietnamese street food, I'm playing to my strengths, staying out of round 2. Hopefully, I've got what it takes.
Jazzy, what are you making?
Chicken tacos.
Oh, yum!
Fast food, it's just fun. It satisfies, super tasty. Probably not the healthiest thing, but, you only live once. Might as well enjoy it. I'm gonna go with like a green kind of Indian curry marinade for the chicken. Ooh, she's hot. Into my marinade, I get the tiniest tip of a ghost pepper. Onions, garlic, a heap of coriander, serrano chilies, jalapeno chilies, smoked paprika, cumin, and that's gonna pair really nicely with a salsa roja, which is like just a red salsa. This is definitely one of my favorite dishes to cook. It's Indian food, which I love eating and I grew up, and it's Mexican food, which I also love eating.
Bring on the tacos.
I know that we're all talking about finals week, but this should be a fun cook. They got 60 minutes to bring us an absolute belting fast food dish.
I think fun is the operative word here. When it comes to fast food, you don't want to overcomplicate it. It should be delicious. It should feel easy to eat.
I think chicken is a good choice. A couple of chickens out there. And I'll tell you why chicken's a good choice, because you've got both white meat and dark meat. So you've got options there for your, if you find yourself in round 2, I would just do an absolute pimped up roast chook. 75 minutes, plenty of time.
Yeah, that's why I think I like Sabina's choice, because she's got like a whole kingfish. Like that lends itself to so many things on either side, whether it be fast food or whether it be a fancy fine diner. I'm interested to see what Elise does with the sardines if she gets in round 2. Not the easiest one to fancy up. Should we go see what they're cooking?
Let's go.
Let's go, Kishi.
Today, for both rounds, I've picked the chicken. The chicken, to me, is very, very versatile, and it's something that drives a lot of flavour, and there's lots of different parts of the chicken that you can use. So for me, it was a natural choice. Today, the dish that I'm cooking for round 1 is called a cow sway.
Chicken cow sway is just one of the best soup noodle dishes you'll ever eat in your life. It's an egg noodle with a beautiful chicken turmeric broth. It has coconut and lime and spices, galangal, ginger. You taste all of that, and it's soaked up by that beautiful yellow egg noodle. It is really, really one of my favourite dishes.
Quichua.
Hello.
Oh, look at that colour in there.
Khao sui is happening.
Wow. That smells amazing already. So fragrant, delicious, saucy, chickeny, noodly, delicious. Are you thinking about round 2?
I don't want to be in round 2, Jock.
I know you don't, but are you thinking about it?
Yeah, I had to think about it. That's why I picked the chicken.
Concentrate on this cook and try not to get yourself in round 2. Because I won't take up any more of your time. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Doing well, Kishi. Good work, Pete.
Fast food definitely does not suit my cooking style. I much prefer to try and challenge myself and do fine dining. My mindset going into this first cook is a little shaky because I haven't cooked anything fast food or street food in this competition. This is a little bit out of my wheelhouse and hopefully it lands with the judges. I'm going to do patatas bravas. I'm going to roast up the potatoes, make sure they're nice and crispy and serve them with a really nice chorizo tomato sauce.
Chorizo. Yum.
I love hot chips and tomato sauce, and patatas bravas is essentially that, but a little bit fancier, a little more complex. Hello, Chef. How are you?
Talk to me. What are you making?
So I'm making patatas bravas.
Patatas bravas is 2 things, correct?
It's potatoes and sauce.
All right.
Yeah.
Just close your eyes. What is the hero, the potato or the sauce?
I understand what you're saying, the sauce.
Okay. And what are you supposed to be heroing today?
The potato.
I'm going to leave you with that.
Okay. I need to make sure the potato is heroed, so I have to be very careful with how I present the potato, the size of the potato, but also the ratio of sauce, so the potato doesn't get drowned out.
You're doing well, Pete.
In my fast food dish, I'm doing sardines on the hibachi. This is a dish that I ate at a festival, and I want to recreate that moment. It was a moment where I felt like I was transported to a Mediterranean holiday. That's what I'm going for today with this dish. Sardines might not be as versatile as chicken, but they are a luxurious product and you can really elevate them in fast food or fancy food situations. I've got my potatoes cooking and I've finished cleaning my sardines. I'm just gonna season them now and get them on a skewer so that they're ready for the hibachi. I'm in control. I'm good. I think my dish idea hits the brief for fast food. It's not necessarily a fast food dish that comes to mind perhaps to most Australians, but for Sicilians, I think this is definitely fast food.
That is smelling so good up here, Beans.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Loving the smell.
So I'm making a Southern Thai tomato and tamarind curry with the kingfish. This is a curry that I love to eat when I'm in Thailand. It's really light, but you can really taste all the beautiful fish.
Everybody listen up, you have 40 minutes to go!
40 minutes! 40 minutes!
Go, guys!
How you going, Petey? Give me some, give me some, give me some. Yes! That was solid!
Come on, Tommy.
There's a lot for me to do. I still need to make my pickling liquid. I've still got to roll them. I've still got to toast them up on the hibachi. I need to move quicker.
Have you tried your mixture yet?
I'm trying it now. It's waiting for Puna. I fried up some of the beef mince so that I can taste it. I think they need more salt. Just a little bit more.
Tommy.
Hey, mate, how you going?
I'm great.
I'm good too, man.
What are you making, mate?
I'm making balalo today.
Wow.
Which is a beef wrapped with
Wrapped
betel
up,
leaf.
yeah.
I'm doing the extra shiso for extra flavour because who doesn't love extra flavour? I've got about 20% beef fat in there from the sirloin, and I've got one ready here if you want.
Any other meat in there or it's just beef?
A tiny bit of pork mince.
Have you had it?
Yep, I've had.
Does it hero the beef?
I feel so good.
How's the seasoning?
It's quite salty.
Mate, that's very salty. I'm going to leave you with that, man.
What did I do? It's salty. I'm running out of time. I'm in trouble here.
How's the seasoning?
It's quite salty.
Mate, that's very salty. I'm going to leave you with that, man.
What did I do? Definitely in trouble now. I already stretched for time and now I have to fix this mixture
rinsing up some more beef, and I'm going to add it to my mix to make it less salty. Can you make sure I only spend about 5 minutes on this?
5 minutes? Okay.
I still need to get this red cabbage toasted up. I still gotta make my nook jam. There's a lot for me to do in the next 30 minutes.
I'm feeling under the pump 100%.
Just keep on pushing, okay?
At the end of this round, half of you will be safe. You've only got half an hour to go.
Woo! Go, guys!
Just need to move, eh?
Oh, noodles quiche, yum.
My hero ingredient is chicken. So I'm making chicken khao sui with egg noodles.
That is looking so good.
Because of that beautiful turmeric broth, and you know, when you're slurping the noodles, you are going to get dirty. You really, really need to be wearing a good eating t-shirt for it. I'm gonna cook 2 batches, Linda. I'm gonna just dry out those noodles, and then I'm gonna do a fettuccine sized as well.
Nice.
All right, let's do it.
Bro, how's your mince now?
Gotta wait for it to cool down. Or not.
Better?
Yep.
Good. Good, good, good.
Gotta pump it now.
Yep, pump it out now. You're doing well, Elise. Just keep on pushing.
I'm making Sicilian-style sardines, serving them with a lemony potato salad and a pesto with some native thyme through it. My potatoes are done. I have to do my pesto and then I can get onto those sardines. I'm making quite a loose pesto with pine nuts, pecorino cheese, garlic, basil, olive oil, and I've added a little bit of native thyme just for some element of difference as well. The pesto is coming together quite quickly. It's tasting really bright and I'm happy with it.
Elise.
Hello.
Are you loving what you're doing? Well, we love it.
I love sardines, Mel. I'm going to be putting them on the hibachi for round 1 with a lemony potato salad and a pesto.
Are you going to finish?
I'm going to finish.
I'm actually worried. I know that they take no time to cook, but if you don't cook them perfectly, sardines are rubbish. So you have to make sure that you leave enough time for any hiccups that happen.
They need to be delicious.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Great work, Beans. Seasoning and balancing as you go.
Yeah. I'm doing a bit of a Linda with the tasting. Linda really inspires me to taste everything all the time. Today I'm cooking a sour fish curry for my fast food dish. My hero ingredient is a kingfish.
Beans, how long are you planning on cooking that in the sauce for?
Probably like 15.
Okay, cool.
I'm tasting the curry. It tastes good, but it doesn't have all those really nice sour notes that I want it to have. So I have to start adding my tamarind, some sugar, and a lot of fish sauce. The fish needs to cook at a really, really low temperature on the stove, but I'm also going to probe it to make sure it's 40 degrees on the bone. That's when I know it's cooked enough, and then it will sit in that beautiful curry sauce and continue to cook.
How's it looking? How's it tasting?
It's good.
Smelling good.
Yeah, it's like
Smelling
sour
really good.
and sweet. It's not so much spicy, but yeah, it smells really good.
Oh, it looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Pete, that sauce is looking so good.
Blitzy, blitzy. To be safe in round 1, my task is to produce the best patatas bravas the judges have ever tasted. I need to hero the potato, and if all the judges get is sauce, I'll be in trouble. So I need to really be very mindful of ratios on the plate. I am pretty worried.
What are you looking for?
Tomatoes.
Huh?
Tomatoes and chili.
Are we exercising?
Yeah,
Are we
yeah,
exercising?
let's
Is
go,
this
let's go.
exercise?
You don't exercise?
I don't exercise. Why would I exercise? Anyway, what are you making?
I'm making Indian chicken tacos.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna do it with salsa, got some pickled radishes.
Yep, so this is the marinade for the chicken.
There's the chicken in there,
It's
yeah.
marinating.
That's
And what have you
marinating.
got in there, leg or breast or what?
Leg and thigh.
You feeling confident?
I'm feeling good about the dish. It's just the time that's like stressing me out.
Mate, you're looking cool as a cucumber.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I really appreciate that, but I'm definitely stressed.
Looks good, smells good. Push, push.
Yep.
Righto, you've just been around.
I have.
Updates?
Justin is just on top of it, isn't he? Yeah. He's cool, calm, collected. He knows exactly what he's doing. That marinade on the chicken tastes absolutely belting.
Matt, over your right shoulder, it is on the hibachi, smoking away. Like, it looks epic.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Most concerned, I would say, probably Pete. It's two things. It's potato and it's sauce, which is actually the hero. If you cut a thicker, chunkier potato...
You can taste more potato.
Exactly. Yeah. The sauce is just the spicy tomato sauce and it complements the potato. Potato's still the hero.
Yeah.
If the potatoes are cut thin and they just disappear into the sauce, he's cactus.
I've got a couple of questions for you about two people. Yep. Tommy, because you know how sometimes he cooks and he's got that brow that goes down instead of being like, yeah, I'm all about this. He's got the brow. What's going on?
He just doing a little sample and it was like sucking a fish bottle. It was that salty. So he now has to dull it down, but then he's got to keep that balance because the flavours that were going in there were epic. It was just too salty. Elise,
and that was the other one.
Yeah, so it's all going to hang on. How nicely caramelised and beautifully cooked are those sardines on the hibachi?
As lovely as they are, they can look like a bit of a dog's breakfast if they're not done perfectly.
That's going to make a breaker and sear in round 2 or not.
Needs a tiny bit longer.
These will probably take about 5 minutes to cook, I reckon.
The clocks are ticking and there are 9 minutes to go.
9 minutes! Come on!
I'm channeling the cow sway gods right now.
I want the sardines to have a really nice caramelisation of those skins. No. But the sardines are sticking onto the hibachi.
How are you going there, Elise?
I'm just having some issues with my sardines. At the moment, I don't have any sardines that I'm happy with, and I'm trying really hard. Just need 3 good ones.
There we go.
Oh, nice work, Justin.
Time to start bringing your fast food dish together. You've only got 3 minutes to go.
Let's go, guys. Come on. Start finalising your dishes. Think about your plating.
I've got the potato salad on the plate and a pesto with some native thyme through it. But I'm really struggling with these sardines. They're not evenly caramelised. Some aren't even caramelising at all.
Elise, how many are you planning on serving?
I just need 3 good ones, Lindsay.
Okay, cool. You've got a few minutes to go, okay?
This is going to come down right to the last second. I just need to get 3 sardines on the plate or I'm going to be in round 2 for sure.
1 minute to go, come on! 1 minute.
Final touches.
Make sure they get plenty of potatoes.
Beans, that is looking so good.
Thank you.
Let's go, Jazzy.
All right, Linda, give us a hand.
Yeah.
Just need 3 good ones.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it.
Well done, guys.
Good work.
That was a sprint to the finish. The chicken cow sway happened, the noodles happened. It's done, and I just hope the judges really love the flavour of it, and it's enough to keep me out of round 2.
All right, all right. Fingers are crossed. Fingers are crossed.
You went into the pantry to pick your hero ingredient. We asked for that fast food dish. The first dish we'd like to taste belongs to Quichua.
Go, Quichua. Quichua, you picked chicken. What have you made us?
Today I've made you cow sway. Cow sway is from Burma. It's pretty much the national dish of Burma. Chicken cow sway is the one that we eat the most.
And then we've got condiments, we've got lime.
Salted peanuts, chilies in soy sauce, and some fresh herbs.
Quichua, I can't believe that that's street food because it is so luxury. Everything is dialed, from the cook of the chicken to the absolute crazy amount of flavour. It is so perfect, so perfect.
I don't know what you would do with longer amounts of time because I don't know if I could handle any more flavour than that. All of the garnishes add something that was incredible.
Thank you, Mel.
We're not giving out scores, but if I was to give out a score, that'd be an 11 out of 10.
Oh.
It is unbelievable. The finesse that you show when you cook, even takeout, is phenomenal, Quichua. It's unbelievable. Well done.
Thank you. Come to my house anytime.
We'll take you up on that.
I feel absolutely elated, like an 11 out of 10 from Jock. That's brilliant.
Next up, fast food from Sabina.
Today I've done a sour tomato fish curry.
Because the curry sauce itself was so light and bright and delicious, the balance was absolutely perfect. The harmony between the kingfish and your sauce was just epic. I couldn't have made it better myself. It was that good.
She's fiery, she's rich, she's deep, she's sour. And your hero ingredient, that whole kingfish, is definitely the hero.
Thank you.
Justin, what have you made us, mate?
Indian chicken tacos.
You've been in a bit of a roll lately. You aced it.
Thanks, mate.
The chicken is delicious. That marinade is getting it in there quickly has done the number on this entire dish. I was eating it, I was just thinking, yes, 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 Justin's back.
It was a fiesta of flavour in a bite, and you've handled everything really expertly, and most of all, it was really fun to eat. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Well done, Justin. Next up, Pete.
Yeah, Pete. Okay, Pete, what have you cooked?
I've made patatas bravas.
And on a day where you had to cook a fast food dish, how come you went there?
I feel a bit silly grabbing a potato, but I thought of hot chips with fast food, and I know that I couldn't make hot chips for you guys today.
Mate, you could have made me hot chips.
Crispy potatoes, rich tomatoey sauce, zingy, acidic mayonnaise, freshness from the coriander. It's a good dish. Is it an exceptional dish? I don't think so, but we have to see how you sit within the pack today.
Sure.
This round one was all, like fast food, yeah. It's lighthearted and it should be fun. But if you're going to bring us patatas bravas, Spanish, tapas bar, classic, spicy potatoes, I want to see some spice.
Okay.
If nothing else, I'd start thinking about round two.
Thanks, guys. Questions? Comments?
Next up, it's Elise.
I am proud of the dish that I've created. It's something that I would happily serve my family, so I think that, at least that's a good gauge for me in terms of whether or not this could be a successful dish.
Elise, what's the dish?
I've made sardines, Sicilian street food style.
Elise, love the potato salad. The capers are beautiful in there. Perfect cook on the potato. Your green sauce was lovely, but when you don't get that caramelisation on the sardine, it's the one thing that you could have done better.
they're just not there on the caramelization. And that's what brings me back every time. And eating one without that heavy caramelization on the outside of the skin has just made me realize how important it is, because it makes that dish. That one little thing could see you in round 2.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elise.
Tommy, you ready?
Yep.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
This is all for you.
Tommy, you chose beef.
Yep.
What's the dish, please?
Today I've made bola lot for you. It's actually quite special to me because when you're having bola lot, like if you're making it at home, everyone's like, best day ever. People just from around the corner be like, yo, I heard you're making bola lot, man. Can I come over? And it's like, yeah, whatever, come over, man. And it's just, I needed that kind of energy today. I needed to cook something that made me happy and made me feel like I was at home.
It smells fantastic, so I'm excited.
I do not want to be in round 2. Fancy food is just not me. And if I get there, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Tommy.
Yep.
It was super delicious, really fun to eat. The pickles, the lettuce, all of the accompaniments, we've come to know and love them from you. I think the beef had great flavour. Just in terms of the texture, it wasn't maybe as smooth as I was expecting it to be.
Tommy, the flavour I loved. The aromats are great. It's so delicious, but the main element, the beef, it was a touch dry. And I can't get away from that because the cooking standard is so high that we literally have to nitpick absolutely everything.
Tommy, I loved it. Loved all the flavours. Glad you rectified it.
Yeah.
In rectifying it, I think that's where the problem is come around the beef itself. To me, it feels as if it's been overworked. Does that leave you vulnerable for round 2? Of course it does.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Fancy fine dining food is not my vibe. I really don't want to get myself into round 2 because I'd be super worried.
We asked for fast food, and you guys took us around the world. Mexico, Thailand, Burma, Vietnam, Italy, and Spain. That's what makes this competition so good. As you know, the top 3 dishes are safe. If I say your name, step forward. Congratulations. You are in finals week. First up, Quichua. Quichua, Andy said it was the best dish you've cooked in this kitchen. I think we can all agree.
Thank you.
Also safe is Sabina.
Well done,
Beans! Unreal. Well done. That was an absolutely belting curry. And you know what? It featured kingfish in a way that we didn't think was going to happen. So well done. The last person to be safe at the end of round 1 is... Justin. Mate, you are the tackle king in this kitchen, but more than that, you pound flavour, as Andy puts it, into chicken, in this case, like no one else. It's incredible, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
So, all 3 of you, you can head up to the gantry. You are all in finals week. Yes, you are!
I don't want to say I can't believe it, but like, it's pretty bloody surreal, actually.
It's such a huge relief. I can finally smile and just feel happy, but I'm really feeling for the other cooks that have to cook again.
So, Tommy, Elise, Pete, you're going to have 75 minutes to bring us your dish. But of course, you got to hero your chosen ingredient. And it must fall into the category of fancy food. Imagine refined white tablecloth, elegance, finesse, a dish that would be on the menu of any fine dining restaurant, of any cuisine, anywhere around the world. At the end of the round, I am afraid to say that one of you will be going home. All right? Your time starts now.
Ginger?
For round 2, I need to play to my strengths. I gotta keep my energy up, and I need to just make something fine dining that will impress the judges and keep me out of elimination.
Bush tomatoes. I've just found, yep, found some. To hero sardines within a fancy dish, I need to think about how I can play within my repertoire and how I can use complex flavour combinations to create a curious, inspiring dish.
Yeah, Petey! Yeah!
Fine dining is definitely a more comfortable cooking style for me in this competition, so I have that working to my advantage, but I also picked just the potato as my hero ingredient, and that's a pretty tricky one to turn into a fine dining dish.
Righto, round 2, and I can't believe after this round we're actually going to send one of those guys home. That is crazy talk.
I know.
Crazy talk, because they're very, very skilled at what they do. I want to talk about the picks, and that being what Pete chose, potato, what Tommy chose, beef, and what Elise chose, being sardines.
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's one that is kind of harder or easier than the other?
Potato's always the side hustle, you know, it's very seldom these days, you know, the star attraction. So I think Pete's actually got quite a tough job in this second round.
Yeah, Tommy's got beef, which is a pretty easy one to fancify.
Yeah.
But I wonder about him as a cook.
Yes.
Can he get that beef and his style of cuisine and really make it fancy?
Also think Elise has got a tough job.
Yeah.
You know, I think the sardines they can lend themselves to a super refined, delicious dish.
Yes.
It just needs to nail the flavour, the cook, and allow it to shine, you know, as a lesser fish.
The trouble with Elise is her inconsistency. There are cooks that she cooks like an absolute Zen goddess, and there are other cooks where she really doubts herself.
Yeah. At the end of the day, one of these guys is going home unless they bring us a dish that heroes their chosen ingredient in a fancy way. There has to be a finessing involved in the plating, in the cooking, in the balance, so everything is beautifully done.
Tommy, let's go. Come on.
We've seen fast, but now it's all about fancy. You got 45 minutes to go.
Come on.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. You can do this.
Bring it home.
Come on, Lacey. 45. Come on.
Round 2, not somewhere I want to be because that's not my style of food. But I'm going to do a fancy version of bún bò Huế. Bún bò Huế is a chili lemongrass beef noodle soup dish, and it's just packed full of flavour.
I'm definitely feeling outside of my comfort zone with a fancy fine dining dish.
To fancy my bún bò Huế up today, instead of, noodles, I'm going to make like a rice paper roll. And instead of, just a standard broth, I'm going to make a consommé.
Go hard or go home, huh?
Yep.
Making a consommé normally takes hours, but putting the flavours and aromatics into a pressure cooker speeds it up.
Tommy, how are you cooking the porterhouse?
I'm just gonna cut it, like cut a piece and just medium rare it.
My dish is going to hero the beef by just having a nice piece of steak on the plate.
I'm in round 2. I haven't ever been in a round 2 cook before, so I'm a newbie at this. You don't see sardines on Michelin star restaurants. They're not a high ticket item. I need to think carefully and cleverly about how I'm going to make sardines complex and classy.
Elise.
Hi, Jock. Hello.
How you doing?
Not too bad, thank you.
So, fancy dish.
I'm playing to my strength with pasta.
Yep.
I am making sardines and aqua pasta with a spelt pappardelle. I'm going to have a bit of a play. I want to bring in bush tomato and aniseed myrtle into the aqua pasta.
Yep.
I'm doing a native thyme oil as well. I'm going to taste it, see if it works.
And then the sardines?
And the sardines are going to be...
Boneless?
Boneless. If this is a refined dish, so are they going to be filleted nicely?
You are Captain Run Out of Time.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Yeah.
If you run out of time today, it might be the thing that sends you home.
Yeah, that's it.
Good luck.
Thank you, Jock. Thank you.
Come on, Elise. Doing really well. You've got so much done already.
Thank you.
Pete, this is a sick dish. You're a sick dish.
The dish I'm going to make today is inspired by a Christian Puglisi dish. I think he's the most brilliant chef in the world. There's no way I'm going to be able to replicate his dish. There's days and weeks that go into preparing his ingredients, but I'm going to try and do my version of it.
Pete.
Hey, Jock.
Potato Pete. Potato skins
Potatoes.
on the hibachi.
Yeah, I'm just...
What are you doing?
The dish is potato puree with buttermilk, caramelised buttermilk and dried olives.
Oh, that's ballsy.
It's a ballsy dish.
Inspiration is coming from?
Christian
Puglisi,
yes.
It's an incredibly complex dish, I can tell you, because I've eaten it.
Right. That's not, that's nerve-wracking.
I'm telling you, you've bitten off a massive mouthful.
Yeah.
Because this is hard, man. It all hangs on the balance, literally. Flavour infusion in the milk. The caramelisation, the sweetness versus the saltiness of your buttermilk and the sourness. And then again with the sauce. And then finally, the salty olives and how much they're dried. It's incredibly hard, mate.
Jock has eaten the original dish that this is inspired by, which is so terrifying because I now have to try and meet that standard, otherwise it's a complete fail.
Good luck with that, buddy.
Thank you.
Let's go, Pete.
Got it, Pete.
Oh, man. It's, that's about as scary as it gets.
If you want to book yourself a seat in the finals week, you got 30 minutes to do it. Come on.
Let's go, Ukraine. 30 minutes. 30 minutes to go.
Pete, you were moving like a machine.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, this is hands down the biggest 30 minutes of my MasterChef journey. It doesn't get more important than this, it doesn't get bigger than this. I have to be super focused. I've got to bring this home. I've got my potatoes roasting in the oven, olives drying out in the oven.
I want the judges to think that I'm crazy for doing what I'm doing. It's a potato puree dish. It sounds very simple, but it's really complex. To make the puree a much more luxurious fine dining element of this dish, I'm also going to season it with a smoky barbecue flavour by charring potato skins and infusing the milk to add that barbecued, charred potato flavour.
It has to be spectacular and I have to hit the mark.
The caramelised buttermilk crumb is done.
Now I've got to make this sauce.
This dish has 4 elements and each element has to be perfect and then the balance of each element has to be perfect.
What I think is challenging about a fine dining dish is the level of technique and the layers of flavour that they manage to put in such a simple dish. The attention to detail, everything's cut perfect, so they're going to have to do that today.
Come on, Elise. Move really fast. You're doing really well. Thank you. I'm going to hero sardines by making a spelt pappardelle and acqua pazza. Acqua pazza translates to crazy water. It's a broth and it typically comprises of wine, tomatoes, fennel, onion, garlic. I'm making it a little bit different today though. What's she doing? I don't know. I'm going to be bringing in some anise flavours from native ingredients like aniseed myrtle and also some bitterness from the bush tomato. I want to really go for it today.
Come on, Elise.
I've brought back aniseed myrtle and bronze fennel.
Make that crazy water beautiful, but pay attention to your sardines as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay?
Surely I don't need to remind you of the stakes. You guys need to get a wriggle on. 22 minutes to go. Come on.
Come on, guys. 22 minutes. Push this.
Elise.
Hello, Andy.
You are a totally different machine to what you were this morning.
This is me being ambitious, wanting to stay here.
So you got your broth.
Yes.
You've got your pasta.
Yes.
You've got your sardines, which you're going to grill.
Yes.
Is it fancy?
I think it's fancy. Complex flavours in the broth.
Yep.
I've got a native thyme oil as well. Those sardines, beautifully cooked. A spelt pappardelle, a little bit of interest in that different, flour and the pasta.
Yep. Are you about to start filleting?
Yep, that's exactly what I'm about to do.
You got to move.
I've got to move, I've got to move.
You have to move. You're going to need time to finesse this thing.
Yes.
And balance as well, and they are the two things that this dish is actually riding on.
That's
so
correct, yes.
go your hardest and leave yourself enough time. Come
Thanks so much, Andy. Thank you. Come on,
Let's
Elise.
go, Elise.
The clean and the fillet of these sardines is so important. I can't be serving sardines on the bone. These are fine dining sardines now.
That's awesome, Elise.
Delicate work.
Nice work, Tommy.
Good job, Tommy.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I see what's going on there. I feel you. I feel you.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Tommy, what's the dish?
I am making a Midway consomme with... Yes.
Yes. I love BBH
Oh,
so
BBH.
much.
Who doesn't?
BBH is one of the most potent, rich, delicious of all of the Vietnamese soups.
Yep.
I have no question that you know how to make a cracking BBH,
Yep.
but how are you making it a fine BBH?
So I'm turning my BBH broth into a consomme.
Great.
And then I'm gonna see some beef.
Yeah.
Rare to medium rare, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna baste it with my chili oil as I'm cooking it.
Beautiful, yeah.
And then I'm pour the consomme on top.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. You keep the soul of it
Yep.
and you just refine the presentation. That's what we call finesse. That's
Yep.
what I really want to see from you today.
Perfect.
So
All
make
right.
sure that
Thank
you
you.
focus, okay?
All right.
Make it fancy.
Fancy, fancy family.
Go fancy.
Okay, I'll do my best now. Thank
Go,
you.
Tommy.
How's it tasting? Good?
Good.
It's
Need
looking
some.
nice and caramelised up here. When are you thinking about your pressure cooker?
It's
of
got 12
releasing
minutes
it?
right now.
Okay.
Got my consomme in my pressure cooker. I've got my satay oil bubbling away. If I've got any chance to get into finals week, I've got to show the judges that I can finesse. Normally with bum bum you serve it with bum, which is rice noodles. Today, I've got to fancy it up. I'm making these beautiful rice noodle rolls, put the satay oil into it, so just make it look really beautiful. Interesting. I've got to have that same kind of rice noodle vibe, but have it really, fancy.
Looking beautiful.
I really want to get this Vietnamese mint flavor into my dish. I'm like, maybe I can just layer this out and maybe that's my, fine dining element. I think I figured it out today.
Damn, I can't believe I made that. What?
Woo! Do this, Tommy.
What's going on?
Honestly, I can't pick anyone who's like looking better than or worse.
Tommy, mate, how's he looking?
He's going 100 mile an hour. He knows he's got a lot to do. The only thing I'm worried about with Tommy is how this thing's going to come to the table. What's it going to look like? Is there going to be that element of finesse and refinement to this dish? Because we know he can bring flavour. Like, the guy's the king at it. Elise, she is climbing a mountain, in my opinion. She's got her broth and then she's filleting her sardine. I just hope she can do it. I think she's so good at being the rustic Elise,
Yeah.
Pete is, like, scared. He really knows how much he needs to hero that potato.
Potato so often can be the side dish, but his job today is to make this one dish feel special and part of fine dining experience. They are all wonderful cooks. We have come to love them, and one of them is going to go home. Can you believe that? One of these guys is going home.
I'm just thinking now, it's like I'm fast forwarding into the moment where we send somebody home, and I think it's going to be an emotional one today.
Big time.
My potato skin milk is good. I wanted it to have a nice coffee colour, and it's got that coffee colour now.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Bit of the head nod.
Tastes like roasted potatoes.
Nice.
My potato skins are done steeping in the milk.
Let's get these potatoes out.
I can't avoid this any longer. I need to get onto the puree.
Perfect.
I am terrified about this puree. I've only done it once before and completely ruined it. I add the potato milk in and very carefully fold that through. If I mix this in too quickly and whisk it through, the puree will turn gummy. I've never been so terrified of a potato puree.
Six minutes, come on! 6 minutes!
Let's go, Pete!
telling you, you need to stir faster. You need to get that butter incorporated.
Yep.
Because right now, you've only got 6 minutes to go.
Yep.
Like, this is go time, seriously.
Yep, thanks, mate.
Let's go, Pete. Come on. Okay, 6 minutes, Elise.
Yep.
Fine dining. Keep telling yourself. Oh,
Yep. I'm doing the sardines under the grill in the oven, so I use the fennel stalks as a bit of a raft so they only cook from the top rather than the bottom up.
Smart thinking, Elise.
She's a very smart thinker.
We're looking for fancy food in 5 minutes. Come on.
5 minutes.
Let's go, guys. Good work, Elise.
In this kitchen, when I leave pasta to the last minute, I'm not always cooking my best, so I just need to keep my wits together and execute.
Go, Elise. That sauce looks epic.
I've sieved my crazy water. It's really nice and bright. I'm tasting it with some of that native thyme oil, and it just makes it so incredibly interesting.
Good girl.
The sardines are the hero of this dish. In round 1, what sent me into round 2 was the lack of caramelisation on the skin. So I give them a little bit of a blowtorch.
They look good, Elise. Get them off that hot tray after.
I'm happy, they're silky. The cook is perfect. I hope this dish is enough to get me into finals week.
It's smelling great up here.
When I think fine dining and I think about how meats are cooked, I always find that it's always rarer. I need to trust my instincts now, and I'm feeling it. It feels right to me. I need to put it aside now. It's time for me to strain my consommé.
It's done.
Tommy, that smells amazing, but don't forget to balance.
Nice and clear, mate. Nice and clear.
Thanks, man.
Looking good.
There's not much time for me to balance this broth.
How's it tasting?
Oh, damn. Oh, damn, son.
Tommy loves it.
He loves it.
He gave the damn son.
Damn, son.
Damn, son. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Come on.
3 minutes.
I've got to get the olives out.
3 minutes, guys. Come on. Push.
I taste the puree.
Happy with how that tastes?
I love the flavour of it. It's very potato driven. I love the smoky barbecue flavour of potato in there. It's not gummy, it's very smooth. I can't believe it's happened.
Is it the consistency you wanted?
Yep.
Smooth?
It is smooth.
Elise, not rustic. Fine dining.
Yep.
Plating is just pivotal to hitting the brief in this second round. The contestants need to make sure they make it look beautiful. Come on, Pete. Make it look beautiful. Bring it home.
I put a ladle spoonful of the puree in the centre of the plate and cover it with the caramelised buttermilk, and then lightly sprinkle on some of the dried olives, and I'll put the sauce on in front of the judges.
Get it on the plate! 90 seconds!
Tommy.
I've got my beef resting. It's time for me to cut into it.
Let's go, Tommy.
A lot is riding on this beef. If I don't have it right, I'm going home.
Oh, Tommy.
I'm good with that. That's rare.
It's still quite rare, which, I think is going to be really good with the consommé.
Come on, Elise, let's go.
Final touches. That looks amazing, Elise. Keep going. Come on, garnishes now.
This is it! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it!
Well done, Elise. Thank you.
Smashed it, guys.
It is what it is. Yeah, fake, bro. I love you, man.
I'm very proud. I think it's delicious, and I think this is the most refined plate of pasta I've ever made.
That cook was exciting, it was terrifying, it was fun. Oh man, I fought so hard and I hope I've done enough.
3 cooks, one of them's going home. Should we get the first one in?
Let's do it.
Oh, wish me luck. Good luck, man.
I'm really worried about Jock's high expectations on this dish. If I get anywhere near it, I'll be pleased, but it's a very hard task.
Big Pete.
Hey, guys.
Go on, mate.
Okay, there we go.
Pete, what's the dish?
Potato puree with buttermilk, caramelised buttermilk, and dried olives.
Did you ever think that when you entered this competition, you'd be cooking food like that? It's crazy, isn't it, what this place can do?
Yeah, absolutely. And you realise it.
You don't feel it happening,
You
do
don't
you?
feel it happening.
Yeah.
It just creeps up.
I want to talk about what happens if you stay. How bad do you want this thing?
Mate, I want this more than ever. I want to lift that shiny trophy.
Well, mate, no matter what happens right now when we taste this, just know that, you know, we are super proud of you. We know your family are super proud of you. And the fact you're following your dreams is inspiring.
Thank you, Chef. Okay. Thanks so much, guys.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
I think we can probably agree it's fancy food, eh?
It's fancy,
it's
for sure.
definitely modern fancy. Yeah.
Is potato highlighted? I mean, that's the thing we've got to remember today. At the end of the day, he made a choice. The choice was potatoes, and he needs to hero the potato in this dish.
Yep. I agree.
I got to say, it is very, very modern, very, very Pete right now. Is potato highlighted? I mean, that's the thing we've got to remember today.
Yep.
At the end of the day, he made a choice. The choice was potatoes, and he needs to hero the potato in this dish. That's the first basic checkpoint for me.
Yep. I agree.
I think this dish epitomises fancy food. In this plate, we've got salty, sweet, we've got bitter, we've got sour, we've got umami. The deft hand in not overloading one of them is the key to success. And I think Pete's done it amazingly well.
On the palate, you get kind of a waft of that buttermilk first before the potato puree just takes right over. And then you just get acidity from the caramelised buttermilk, and then you just get absolutely taken over by olives. But along the whole way, potato's a hero.
Yeah.
Why this dish works for me is if you think about that childhood thing of having a baked potato with sour cream, sour dairy and potato mesh beautifully.
It stuns me when he does stuff like this because I think of Pete and go, your ability to understand flavour levels when they're working with each other is clearly something that you are naturally talented at.
Let us remember what Pete started as. Like, remember that steak and red wine sauce that he wheeled his trolley in? He was quiet, he was nervous. Then he's producing this, like, which is incredible. And he's sitting there, a different human being. And I can relate to that, and that's why I feel so proud of him.
Well, what a great start to the tasting. Should we get the next one in?
Certainly.
Go get him.
Thank you so much. See you guys.
See ya.
I'm happy with this dish. I'm happy that I've cooked with sardines today. I hope this dish is enough to get me into finals week.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What's the dish?
This is pappardelle with sardines and a native aquapazza.
I forget that you haven't actually been in this room yet.
No.
No.
Crazy.
Knocking on the door of finals week, first time you've been in this room.
I know.
It's a testament to how well you've done.
I think so. Yeah. I have a lot to be proud of. I actually do.
You've gained a lot in the time that you've been here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Elise.
Thanks, Elise.
See ya, bye, thank you.
What do we think?
What I can tell you is cooking the sardines perfect.
Good to go? And you?
Thank you.
I really enjoyed that.
So did I. More than I ever thought I was going to.
Every single mouthful had a beautifully cooked piece of sardine in it. Every single mouthful was delicious. The flavours that she's got in there. What about the bush tomato?
Yeah.
That is spanking with those sardines. It's very, very clever. And I could see that in a fine dining Italian restaurant any day of the week.
The pasta work is gorgeous. I love that little bit of texture from the spelt through the pasta. It gives it bite. It gives another layer of interest.
For me, the hint of lemon myrtle and the fennel, like that's what takes that dish from like a bistro level to a two-hat level. That is a serious, serious bowl of pasta right there.
I've only got one negative. And that is, I would like to have seen a thinner pasta. I would have seen, you know, a fettuccine or something like that, because it would have actually ate even better.
Shall we get the next dish in?
Let's do it.
Good luck, Tommy.
Go again.
Enjoy and destroy.
Seeing this plate in front of me, it's shown me how far I've come in this competition. Like, this is a considered plate. It's like finessed, it looks beautiful, the flavors are all there. The cook on my beef. It's really shown how much I've grown and I'm so happy for it.
Right, Tommy.
Hey, hey.
Tommy.
All right, Tommy, what's the dish?
It's my fancy version of Midway, a Vietnamese spicy beef and lemongrass broth.
Are you happy with it?
I'm pretty happy with it. Honestly, like the Tommy at top 24 would never be able to even imagine this dish right now, and I'm pretty stoked that I've made something look like this.
By the time you get to finals,
Yep.
you're a competent cook.
Yep.
And you are a competent cook, Tommy.
Thank you.
You're there.
Yep.
I think we all hope that this dish is all that and more, and we'll taste now.
Have a great one. I hope you enjoy your meal. Peace.
Thanks, Tommy.
That's a fancy boomerang, isn't it?
It is the fanciest BBH I have ever seen.
The beef looks pretty rare, and I hope that his instincts are better than what I think looking at it, and he surprises me, because at the end of the day, he's got to hero that thing.
She's blue. Blue.
Tommy.
Tommy's broth is so good in terms of aroma. It's just mental. There is all of the aromats, and they're all in perfect harmony as well. It's tingly with chili. My palate is all over the place. It's up and down. I'm salivating. It's so good. And then I had some of the rice noodle roll, and then I got a second punch of the aromats that were caramelized. It just exploded. Like, it is, I've got a bit of palate fatigue in a good way.
This is modern Vietnamese cuisine that would do anybody proud.
Yeah.
Really intense flavours, really deft touch when it comes to balance. That kind of really tender rice noodle texture was sublime. I don't use that word very often, but it really, really was. But today is about heroing the chosen ingredient. Tommy's was beef, and it's in the broth, but it also needs to be, you know, prevalent in the eating experience. The way Tommy chose to serve steak in a bowl of soup, challenging to consume. If he'd have sliced it thinly and then reconstructed it back to be, you know, that medallion that he wanted, maybe that might have changed our experience.
You know, as beef cooks, it releases more flavour. When it's raw, you don't get quite as much beef flavour.
And that's like the only bit of beef that you get in the whole dish, really, because there's so many other heavy hitters going on.
Has it fit the brief? Has it met the brief enough to keep him safe?
I don't know about you two, but I'm dreading this decision. What a massive day and what a challenge. 3 of our best cooks battling it out for the last 2 spots in finals week. Good luck to you all.
Pete. Potato puree with buttermilk and olives. That dish was challenging, but brilliant. We asked for fancy, and boy, did you bring us fancy. We loved it. Pete, congratulations, you are safe.
Finals week.
Thanks, brother.
Elise. Sardine pasta. We asked you to hero the sardine, and you did. The aromatic broth was amazing, zingy, multi-dimensional, great use of Indigenous Australian ingredients.
Thank you.
The only negative was that the pasta was a bit too white. If it was thinner, we think it would have eaten and presented better. Tommy. Bumbawe. It was refined, tick. It was delicious, tick. But because your beef was too rare, it didn't exude that beefy flavour that the dish required to really hit the brief. And I'm sorry, Tommy. That's why you're going home. I'm so sorry, Tommy.
Okay. Thanks, mate.
Tommy.
Hey, man.
I am so sad to be saying goodbye to you, mate.
Thanks, John.
But you've got to be so proud of yourself. I mean that. You need to be so proud of yourself. Your progression in the MasterChef kitchen has been second to none. And you, as a person, you've got an amazing future ahead.
Thank you. I have loved every single moment of this experience here. And I've got so many moments that I will remember for the rest of my life. I'm just so thankful for every single moment I've had here, and I just want to really say that from the bottom of my heart, I love you all, every single one of you here.
Tommy, we're going to be here barracking for you. We're going to be waiting to see what you do next. But for now, mate, it's time to say goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everything. My MasterChef journey, I've come a long way, and I wish I could still say in this competition,
Don't discount what you have done here and what it means to people, okay?
Okay.
Oh, Mel.
But now I get to see my little baby boy. It's just gonna be so beautiful to just have him with me. I know definitely that once the MasterChef door closes, there'll be so many other doors. I just need to run, open them, make sure I choose the right door.
Give it up for
Tommy, everybody!
Love you all. Thank you.
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
Welcome to society.
Everything's real fancy. I should have dressed up a little bit.
They've made it to finals week.
You'll be running this restaurant's first ever service.
Now, to stay in the competition, they'll need to impress one of Australia's top chefs.
Keep it simple, don't overcomplicate this flavour.
With a fine dining feast.
Service, please.
But could the tiniest mistake
I've never been this stressed in my life.
be a taste of things to come?
It really feels in this moment that it's over.